Trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbit's our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hack? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fallback. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.
Three, two, one, let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time, it is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, and welcome back to Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade. And sometimes, no matter how good the trade is, the setup, everything, indicators, patterns, just everything can be perfect. However, nobody knows what's going to happen, and it can easily reverse on you, because we're trading against the market makers. Nobody knows what the market makers are going to do until they do it. With that being said, guys, let's go and get into it. We are looking at crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles. We do have some that are up, but many that are down. Man, Bitcoin came down. Of course, we were updating the group. The group was also updating different charts as well. Lots of really great stuff in the group. This one, it did come down. And then, of course, just recently, just like literally a few minutes ago, it just started going up and going up fast and hard. And now I was in a short and got wrecked. Got absolutely wrecked just recently. So right now, what I did, and this is what I recommend doing. One, understand that things are going to happen. They are. And when they do, for me, for example, I mentioned this earlier to the group, to where I was having too much money in my account, as far as right now anyway, because I want like 100 to maybe 300 in my futures account. You may be thinking, Joe, that's nothing. You know, I have 10,000, 20, 50, 100. I don't care. I don't care. For me personally, right now, due to the market, I prefer to have 100. And then once I bring it up to 300, take out the extra 2, put it into the main account, buy some coins or whatever, but trade only with the 100. I got a little carried away. Count went up to, I think, like 700 or 800. I forget what it was. Then I started doing higher leverage. And because it was higher leverage, more money, but also more losses. So right now, because of this recent loss, it's like, you know what? I've been saying this for 2 days already. Yes, I've been making some money, losing some as well. I said, let me go ahead and just transfer it. So right now I do have one active trade, one bid. The bid might have hit. Now, one thing with me, I will be very transparent with you because I think it's very important. If you keep on seeing somebody constantly posting wins, barely ever talking about losses, you may start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why is everybody making all these gains and everything, and no one's talking about any losses? What's wrong with me? So I want to let you know that we win and we lose. Losing is part of the game. Granted, it's not the fun part. It's not the fun part, but it does happen. But you just have to realize, don't let emotions get involved or nothing like that. Just think logically. All right. For me, I already knew that I needed to transfer this money out. Matter of fact, I did a private VIP screen share for the group, and I let them know, it's like, man, I got money in here. I need to transfer it out. I'll probably do it after this trade. I did one more trade, and now it's like, okay, money, go away. So now I'm going to build up my, I think it's like $150 account. And that's one thing I challenge everybody to do. If you don't know how to trade very well, I don't recommend futures. But if you know how to trade and you're pretty good, I recommend doing futures, but only with like a $50 or $100. The main thing is not to concentrate on the dollar amount. The main thing is to count on the percentage. So that's one thing that you really want to work on is, this trade I got 8%. This trade I got 22%. This trade I got 57%. Versus, I only made 37 cents. I only made $2.42. It's not about the dollar amount. It's about perfecting and getting better with your trade setups, with your entries, with your exits, having a plan. And that's really, really important. All right. With all that being said, we're going to check on my trade in just a moment. But let us look at Bitcoin. Let's see here. Coming down here. Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Good Lord. Bitcoin is still pumping. Now, I believe it was either on the live stream or the group. I make so many videos, I forget where I put them. But we were talking about, Bitcoin, possibly, I think it was here, maybe, or here, that it may come down, come up, get a bearish retest, and continue downward. Now, it did eventually break down. It came up, almost a bearish retest, but met resistance right here, came down, bunch of support right here, and then support right here. Really nice buying pressure. That's represented by this wick. And then it looked like it was going to start coming down, and never mind. Boom. Moon mission. So this is what wrecked me. Now, the group, man, they were on it too. Because as soon as it started moving, people start posting in the group, if this does this, I'm going to close out my shorts, etc., etc. And yeah, thumbs up on that one. Right now, we are at resistance right at 58.6. And then if we do come up here, I'm really hoping that we do a lower high. We do have our POC, point of control, right here, right at around 59. So here is one of our levels, just underneath the POC. So if it does break above this, we're looking at around this area for it to hopefully come down. And again, making it look very weak because we have high, lower high, possibly lower high. We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Let's see here. Do we have any coins, guys? Do we have any coins? If you would like, we can look at some coins. Once again, doing some trading all day, past couple of days, a whole bunch of trading. And today, same thing, a lot of trading. And it was going good. It was going really well. But then, man, this last trade just before the stream, right before the stream, man, it flipped. And I was thinking about going long, but it's like, I'll probably go long, and there's going to be resistance pretty close. Let me just go short because it's already, and then it moved a whole bunch. Well, let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. I don't want to see that. Get out of here. Let us show you this. So this, oof. Oh man, and you know what? I'm gonna exit this one. I'm tired of this one already. It's probably gonna come down, but I'm just tired of this one. This one is our alopecia. And now, granted, would I recommend you doing this? No. One, I'm not a financial advisor, and two, as soon as I close this, it's going to dump. This is a short. So as soon as I close this, it's going to dump. So if you're in this trade, more than likely, you can thank me later, because this should complete. Is my audio way too loud? I'm getting into the red a whole bunch. I just turned it down. But I'm going to sell this one. I'm tired of this one already. I've been in this one way too long for it to do really. I mean, I was up like 10% finally, but I'm just going to close this one. I don't even care. So I'm down 13%. Get out of here. Get out of here. So now it gives me more money to trade with. Oh, that was only $50? That was $100. Dang it, I closed the wrong one. Oh, I closed the wrong one. I meant to close this one. All right, get out of here. Get out of here, 4%. Close. All right, I don't want to do this one anymore. So POPCAT, oof, man, this one keeps on running. Man. Okay, so let's see here. Here I had entered a short right around here. This was, or I forgot where it was. Maybe here. I don't know. Maybe here. I don't remember. But these were my targets, here and here. I was telling the VIP members, I said, I might, just sell it off here completely, or take 50% here, 50% here. But we'll see. So sure enough, I see this huge red candle. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sell it. So I sold it, made some nice profit, and it kept on coming down. And then I saw it right here, coming up. I was like, all right, more than likely it'll come up to this area, but I'll probably do a long. And as I'm thinking, this sucker just shot up to here. I was like, whoa, that's a pretty big move. Like another 10, 15 seconds, boom, shot up some more. I was like, oh, nice. More than likely, I can short it because it's right at resistance. It's not saying that it will come down, saying that it might. Here's resistance. So I entered the trade. Kept on going up. All right. Here's some more resistance. Started coming up some more. And some more. Right at this level, it was having problems. And here you can see that there's a wick. Started having problems right here, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was like, man, it's a big run up. It may be a continuation, but let me go ahead and take my chances, because again, it's a resistance. It might come down just like this one. So I put more money in. And then it started coming up even more. It's like, oh, man. Is this going to be another one of those where it just keeps on running? FOMO? I said, man, let me put one last entry up here. Now, granted, all these entries, they're to save my butt. They're to save my butt so that as soon as it starts coming down, I'll be in the profit. So I put another entry somewhere around here. And it's going, looks like it's not going to hit it. Starts coming down. It's like, oh, okay, good. And then right before the show, boom, hits it. I was like, oh, crap. Now, my liquidation was, I want to say, like somewhere around here. And so I lost a good chunk of money. Again, I lost a good chunk of money. Now, granted, this likes to travel in zones. And I've been studying this one. So this is a nice, accumulation zone, until it breaks out, either down or up. Started accumulation zone, broke even further down, nice little accumulation zone. Started doing this, nice accumulation zone. So what I'm thinking, I'm not just, oh, it's support, let me buy it. No, what I'm seeing all this. So it's like, all right, let me go into the trade. Oh, into the trade up here, because it should come down. If not, it come down here. Because it's in this zone. It's going to be in the zone until it breaks out. Of course, I enter. And it broke out. And I enter one more time here. But once again, I did not let my pride take over. I did not let the amount that I'd lost or was going to lose affect my decision making on just closing the trade. because if I would not have closed the trade and lost a good chunk of money, I would have been completely liquidated. So let's just say I had $100 in it and I was going to lose $75. Instead of losing the $75, if I would have let my pride take over, I would have lost the whole 100. Now, put that in respect to where if it was 300 or 500 or 1,000 or whatever, I'm just going to take the loss. I tried it, you know, it was a try. Now, granted, it was higher risk, and no. So here's the thing, guys. And like, I know I'm doing a whole bunch of talking right now, but this is all just teaching. And for me, I think this is very important type of teaching, because this, yes, it did find support and it did start going up. This would have been in hindsight, this would have been a really nice long. However, it moves so fast. And normally when coins move fast and they come up to a resistance level, usually they'll dump. They'll dump. However, this one didn't. Continued up here. So what would have been safer, now in hindsight, is to actually wait for the candle to close. And I did not do. So I actually went against one of my rules, which was waiting for the candle to close. For me, I thought it was going to come up here and then right away, huge wick. And I was going to miss it. And this would have been a nice, what was I doing? I think I was doing 28 leverage, 28x leverage. And what shoulda, coulda, woulda, what I should have done was wait for the candle to close. But I was trying to get this really quick gains. And then, of course, it kept on. I added and I added and I added. Now here, will I do a short? No. I have to wait for it to break a level in order for me to do a short. So once again, it's very important, because you're going to hear from everybody, oh, you know, these massive gains, but sometimes this will happen. And when this happens, you can't get mad. You can't, lost a bunch of money or whatever. There's always another trade. There's always another trade. Now, what I did to reduce even the possibility, which I wouldn't have, but like revenge trading and all these things that I'm showing you, like all these are very real experiences. All these are very real emotions, especially in the beginning. Revenge trading. Oh man, I lost a lot of money. Let me get back in. Let me double up my leverage, or let me put more in so I can. No, we just got to wait. Right now we're seeing wicks. But the candle just started. So we have to wait to see if, in fact, it does come down. If so, then we enter the trade. So for me, and one thing that I strongly recommend too, is whenever trades don't go your way, or, you get stopped out or whatever, reflect on the trade. Make a mental note, and it's even better if you write it down, but make a note of what happened. Were there any mistakes? Yes. The mistake was I did not let the candle close. If I would have let the candle close, granted, I would have still gotten in. I would have gotten in right here because of this wick and this pump. I would have gotten in, and then it would have come up here. More than likely, because of this, I probably would have still stayed in. I'm not going to lie. Now, of course, like any other mentor, they'd lie right at this point and be like, oh, no, I would sell it right here. No, I would have added to it. Not going to lie, because here's a nice wick. Here's another continuation with the nice wick. Selling pressure. I would have gotten in. I would have had the same result if I would have waited or not. Just letting you know the truth. So for me, in my opinion, I think it's much better to say what you would have done, even though you know what happened, because then you're not tricking yourself. Not only that, but you're not lying to others. All right. That's what I got on that. Let's see here. Joe says, first here, 2 days in a row. Nice job. Nice job. Let's see here. Going on the list. All right, good stuff. Any coins, guys? Any coins? If not, you're going to see me lose some more. No, I'm kidding. So right now I have 150 in the account, which is good. I reduced it. Let me see what this one's doing. Of course, I told you. Watch. It's going to do some massive gains now. but I'm already tired of this one. I've been in it way too long. It's got a huge potential to make some really nice moves downward, a good 10% from here, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but I'm tired of this one. Takes too long. It's nothing but sideways. Now, if I was watching this, I could trade it up, trade it down, but this one I would have to use higher leverage. What is the zone? 3%, 2%. So I would have to do, maybe like 10x leverage. Be on the safe side, 10. And then just buying this zone and then selling this zone. That's what I do. But I'm already tired of it. And this one, I think I had like 7x leverage. Don't mind the 75. That was me doing other stuff. All right, moving on. Okay, I really want to get in. This one closed. I got to wait for that one to close. So 8 minutes. We got to stall for 8 minutes. Okay. Let's see here. Bitcoin is coming down. Bitcoin is coming down. Let's see. This one is nothing. Okay. So let's look at Bitcoin. We didn't even look at Bitcoin. I was so concerned about my trades. Oh, that's funny. All right. So eventually I do think that this is going to come down. Paul Revere, what's going on, buddy? What is going on? Yeah, so for me, it's extremely important to tell you the truth, guys. Like, do I have a course? Yes, I do, definitely, of course. However, I don't try to sell. Now, if I were trying to sell my course, then, of course, I wouldn't talk about what I just talked about. Why? Because I just want to tell you all the good stuff, all the amazing gains, all the fantastic trades, all the everything, so that I could trick you and think, you're going to think, oh, I'm going to become very wealthy, just join this. No. Anybody who says that, be careful. Be very careful. What we do is we're just a bunch of traders. That's it. Given our experience. And to me, that's extremely important, because trading, man, it can be very lonely. Very lonely. You may be feeling things, you may be having emotions as far as, the trades, not feeling competent, what's going on, what's wrong with me. I'm on Twitter and I see all these results and everybody's making all this money. What am I doing wrong? Sometimes it just goes the other way. Can't do nothing about it. Just manage your risk. Manage your risk. Only trade with what you can afford to lose, which is really, it's easier to say, harder to do, but it's true. Earlier today, I was in a trade and I lost. And I was like, oh, well, let's do it again. And then I did 3 trades after that, made up some of the loss. I'd say like 70% of the loss, which was good. And then this one right here, I lost big. I lost big. But if you can't laugh about it, I mean, you're trading with too much. You're trading with too much. There's been a few people that have reached out to me, and man, they're like down and out. Now, granted, these people have lost a lot of money, and some of them, it was a lot to them. And it's as easy as this, when you do your stop loss or when you have your plan, know how much you are going to lose. And that's one thing I always do when I'm entering a trade or doing a setup. I'm always looking at how much can I lose. Now, if I lose that much, am I going to be okay with it? Or is it going to affect me? Is it going to affect my sleep? Is it going to affect my eating? Is it going to affect my emotions? If it doesn't, great. If it does, if it's going to hurt my bank account, I either reduce the amount of leverage, reduce the amount of money I put into the trade, reduce the amount of stop loss. So that if I do get stopped out, okay, I was prepared for it. It wasn't a surprise. I was prepared for it. So what we do here on this channel is we give you the real life trading experience. We give you the wins and the losses. I'm not here to sell you anything. The people who are wanting to sell you and to try to get you to be a member, they'll tell you different things. All good. Stuff that's going to rely on your emotions for greed. And that's the biggest one, is greed. Here, I offer the group. You want the group? Great. If not, keep on watching the show. I teach you everything for free. Now, in the group, we do a lot of thought process. But as far as Bitcoin goes, you know, it is underneath the POC, the point of control. That's this red line that you can barely see. It is underneath our levels right here. And what else? We do still have this area of interest. The area of interest is 56.1 and 55.2. We still have this area of interest that it is not touched. People are now saying that it might. It's really hot in here, guys. I turn off the air just so you don't hear a bunch of noise. But here, I do see that there's a few people now talking about possible reversal for Bitcoin to where we could be coming up to here to 59.6 and possibly 61. Just call it 61. It's 60.8. We'll just call it 61. But really it's 60.8. Anyway, people are saying that we might get a bounce in here. Now, for me, what I like to do is just keep it simple. So if it breaks 58, we have a very high chance. Now, it has to break and close. 4-hour candle has to close underneath 58. If it does, we have a much higher likelihood that we're going to go to this area of interest. Now, if the price does not close under 58, more than likely it's going to continue upward, break this level, break out of this zone that we have here, and then, of course, here's our level, 68. You know, to where if it does, I don't think it'll break out though. I think if it meets it, it's going to go to 68, 60.8, then possibly come down to support at around 59.9, then try again, maybe get rejected by maybe the wicks this time, then do another higher low, and then finally go to this area of interest if it goes up this way. So there's always a plan A, plan B. We don't predict, we react. If it does this, then we look for this. If it does this, then we look for this. That's what we do. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Grant says, I got stopped out. POPCAT. Yeah, my alert went off, but I was busy trying to, what was I trying to do? Oh, sell my coin. Let's see, move my stop loss to near break even. Nice. Risk management. Yes, nice. That's really good. And now, Grant, please inform the chat if you are a seasoned leverage trader, because that right there, the risk management, was outstanding. So let people know in the chat how long you've been doing leverage trades. Only lost tiny percent. That's spot on. That is spot on. And of course, you know, the amount of leverage you use and everything else. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see here. Yeah, with me, I was doing a little bit more leverage, getting a more risky. Now, of course, the more risky you get, the more you can lose. However, the more you can win. So just kind of give you a heads up on that. Very important when you are actually doing these trades. Now, for the group, I put very safe leverage, 3x, 4x, you know, something pretty safe. For me, you know, because my risk tolerance is different, I will trade with higher amounts. I will trade with higher leverage for the most part. Like maybe 9 out of every 10 trades that I do, I always do more just because of my risk tolerance. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So right now we're looking at possible resistance area right at 58.6. And so far it's going up there. And then now we're on the 1 hour time frame. Looks like it might come down. We don't know. Okay. Moving on. Let's look at my coin. Let's look at my coin. Ooh. This is why it's important to wait for that candle to close. And that was my mistake. That was my mistake. And I know that was my mistake. I was trying to front run it. And that was a very, very expensive lesson. Now, so it's very important to not only reflect on your trade, but to know what you did. And now when you know what you did, in this case, I should have waited for the stop loss. I mean, for the candle to close. That's a learning process. And that's saying that at least you know what you should have done. Next time, hopefully, you do it. For me, it was just like I wanted it. I wanted it. And, well, I suffered. All right. So get out of here, liquidation. Get out of here. Now, would I go long? Would I go long right now? No, definitely. I already missed it. I missed the move. I saw when it was way down here. It just run up completely. We have a much higher probability that it's going to come down than continue going up. Now, if the price action did something like this, come up here, then come down, retest, and did this number, then more than likely, sure, I might, if it was here. And this is just showing that it's gaining strength. It's gaining strength. But when it moves straight up like this, because it's just only a matter of time before it dumps. Okay. I'm moving on. Watch. Let's see. I told you guys. I told you. Look at that. Yeah, this one I knew that was going to happen. Let's see. Jono says, Bitcoin seeing bullish divergence, RSI, 4 hour. 4 hour. Oh, I don't have the RSI on this. Let's see here. Do I see anything else? I'll throw it on. RSI. Relative Strength Index. 4 hour time frame. Let me see this. Good Lord, wrong one. So Alt V, Alt V, Alt V. And it depends on where you look as well. So if we go from this, the major one, the macro, we do see that this is higher than this. However, this is lower than this. So there is bullish divergence on the RSI. Now, if we looked at this other one, we have this one lower than this. And this one is lower than this. If you just use the candle bodies, some use the candle wicks. And I guess. I personally don't like using the wicks. And it's kind of a long story. But so yeah, on the macro, yeah. Bullish divergence. Me personally, I don't use the RSI, Relative Strength Index. I use more of the histogram. But yeah, I don't see nothing. I mean, there's probably something there, but let's see. Grant says, I was using 3x. Never go over that. I haven't been using leverage for long. Done more leverage since I've been with you guys. Nice. I feel more confident. Yeah. And small wins, small percentages, small leverage. Here's a question that I get asked a bunch. How do you get confident in trading? Well, you get confident in trading by trading. It's just like riding a bike. You know, when you first get on it, you're kind of scared and you're losing your balance and you're falling sometimes. But the more times you do it, the more confident you get. And then sure enough, now you start jumping curbs and, doing wheelies and doing all that other fun stuff. Now you're having fun. Same thing with trading. Now, some people don't know how to ride a bike. It's okay. It's just like swimming. First time you're going to go swimming, you're scared. You're going to drown. And it's only like 2 feet, but you're okay. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. And now, before you know it, you're diving off the diving board. Granted, I've only done that twice. Scared like crazy. No, thank you. But, and for people who don't know how to swim, well, then pick something you know. I'll give you a heads up. Okay, moving on. Any coins, guys? If not, we're going to wrap it up in like 10 minutes. I don't know what coins. I mean, I have coins, but those are like for the VIP that I'm looking at. POPCAT, it's coming up to this, a bunch of areas of interest up top. Bunch of areas of interest. Good Lord. All this is areas of interest. Area of interest here, here, here. Now, granted, it doesn't mean that it has to go there right now. It can still, you know, go up and down, up and down. Like right now, it created an area of interest down here. And I wouldn't be surprised if it got rejected here and then eventually came down again. Like this is what I wouldn't be surprised if this happened. Where it gets rejected, starts coming down, possibly here, and then starts its way up again. I would not be surprised if that happened. Actually, I want that to happen. So I could hopefully get this. What is this, like 2%, 1%? Ooh, 4%, 3%. What is that? All right. Let's see here. Jono says, ETH, I'm looking at regaining the 618 level, which is pulled from the daily. Okay, let's check that out. Let's check out some ETH. Ah, dang it. I always do that one. All right, let's see here. Go YouTube. USDT. Let's see. Daily tap. You said you pulled it from October. On the daily? Okay, so some way over here. Hide our stuff. Do this in color. And I like putting the magnet tool on. So you said from October 13. Okay. So here I do use the wicks. And for this one, now you could pull this several different ways. The way Jono is doing it is the very macro, the very big picture, to where you're not going to have all these, you know, really tight levels. And, you know, and this is the low before the move, which is good. We have the swing low, we have the swing high. I do include the wicks. And right now, for me, it's just underneath the 618. Okay, looking at it regaining the 618. Okay. Okay, so of course, you know, it had a huge jump like all the other coins. Nice pullback, nice higher highs, higher lows, broke the trend line. And this is pretty much all the coins, but broke this trend line, broke it down, respected the trend line, coming down. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. It's not looking too strong right now. Of course, we got our high, our lower high. I mean, you could argue to say that this is a bear pennant. Now, granted, I don't trade patterns, but something like this. I seriously doubt that it'll come down to 20.41. We do have a lot of liquidity right here, a lot of interest of possibly bringing the coin back down. So here is our area of interest. If it comes down, nobody knows. It's a really tiny little area right here. A very tiny area. So tiny I can't even get any text in there. Anyway. So there's an area of interest. Yeah, and of course, Ethereum, it follows Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin dumps, this will, I want to say, like in this area where these wicks are at, somewhere in here. I don't know why I did that. All right, guys, who's here? Who's here? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to know who's here. I'll give you call outs. Let's see here. Grant says, I really enjoy leverage trading. I had a question earlier today. I put in the group, Crypto Candy, and Joseph answered me in minutes. Help me loads. Awesome. Best group ever. Yeah, we have a lot of people in the group who are very helpful. Normally I'm in the group, like always, but if I'm in charts or I'm in active trades, I'm like staring at the chart so I can get the best entry or what have you. If there's a few minutes go by, the other, very knowledgeable people in the group. And one thing that I recommend, the group is very good for people who are just getting started, people who want to sharpen their skills, people who want to be with other traders, and it's just a great place to be. There it is. See here, Paul Revere says, thinking about shorting POPCATs. Oh yeah, let's go back to that one. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice wick. I like it. It's got 1 minute to go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Got 1 minute to go. I like it. Nice, man. Huge selling pressure. These are nice selling pressure. This one, it pretty much brought it back up to here. Now, of course, I don't recommend trading with high leverage, but that's what I do. And I use about half the account. No, I'll do 3 entries. So I'll do 50 because I really can't add too many times because I moved my money out. So it'll probably come up to here, 56.31. We'll see. See, Batman So Official says, Joe, I have a Google authenticator problem. It's giving me the wrong codes. The time sync isn't fixing the issue, and I get locked out accounts 24 hours with incorrect codes. So the you're okay. So let me go ahead and say this. You have multiple accounts, more than likely, because it never gives you wrong information, ever. It's constantly updating. So it never gives you wrong information. Now, I had that same issue to where it's like, man, why am I not being able to log in? But it's because I had a few different accounts, and I was, man, look at that. And I was not logged into the right one. But it's never the Google Authenticator, ever. So Of course, what I want to happen is it close under here. That's what I was waiting for on this one. I mean, I could enter now, but it's much higher risk. Now, granted, it's already moved up a whole bunch. It's moved up a whole bunch, man. I don't see how it's still going. And it went right to our resistance level. Let's see here. I need help. This has been going on 2 months. I don't know what to do. Well, I can tell you right now, my friend. Okay. So let's problem solve this. What site are you trying to use the Google Authenticator code on? What site? Please reach out when you have time. No, I don't reach out to anybody. You reach out to me because I will forget. Not that I'm too good. It's just that I will forget. So what program? Okay. So have you registered with them more than one account? How many accounts do you have with them? Yes to what? You need to do complete sentences. You have 2. Okay. I just solved your problem. As I mentioned in the very beginning. The code that you're putting in that's saying that it's wrong is because you're putting it in for that other account. The reason I'm saying this is because it's happened to me. I guarantee that's the issue. Guarantee it. Yeah, I have a few accounts. So whenever I save it to my Google Authenticator code, I make sure to say what it is. You know, whether it's for the group account, whether it's my personal account, whether it's, number 3 or whatever. And then I also, well, that's what I do. Paul Revere says, I think it's going up to 59 cents. 59, let's check. I don't know. Man, it's hot over here. Good Lord. I can't wait to, I was making some good money on this one. And I'm really surprised that it's still booming. I'm like really surprised. We do have some bearish divergence. I'm looking for anything right now. No. High, higher, high. High, higher, high. Nope. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing bearish with the exception of our resistance and the 200. I mean, that's good. Yeah, it's pretty risky right now doing it. Higher risk, higher reward. But man, that's a lot of FOMO right there. And this looks really good for a short. Man, all that sell pressure. So Batman, so official. That's the problem right there. You have 2 accounts and the code that you're using is for that other account. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So when you're able to log in, please let me know because I know that's the problem. Man, this sucker's running. Good Lord, man. And you don't want to go long. It's already too late for a long. That's crazy. Let's see here. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Can't believe that right there. I cannot believe that. And watch, it's going to come up here and it's going to dump again, do a whole wick. That would be funny. If it breaks out of this area, that's crazy. I mean, because that is a huge move. I'll probably cry. Oh my gosh, 8%. 8%. Ooh, it's crazy. All right. Here we go. Let's see here. So, Batman, so official, are you still here? Oh, yeah, let me get some shoutouts. Jono, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you greatly. Same thing with you, Grant. Grant, you're coming along, man. You're coming along. Remember, you were very afraid to do leverage. Then you dipped your toes in the water. And you're like, it's not so bad. And then, of course, with low leverage, managing risk, stop loss, all that fun stuff, it really, really does help. See here, we got Peter in the house. What's up, Peter? Appreciate you, man, for being here. We got Ian, my man. Ian, so happy you're here. Paul Revere with the possible thought process on shorting POPCAT. We got Theo in the house. Crypto Candy, what's up, man? What's up? Let's see here. Then, of course, Batman So Official with the problem that came in really quick, got his answer, got mad, and then left. We'll probably see him again next week, next month. We'll see. We shall see. Don't be mad, Batman. Don't be mad. Here, that move, definitely not normal. Yeah. That's crazy. I was so ready. To enter it. It has to come down. Eventually. It could go to $2 and then come down, but it's going to come down. Oh, man. But this is a nice move, though. And woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I saw it right here. I was like, oh, cool. I'll do a long. And it just, boom. I was like, okay, no, because I was planning on doing a short right here. And then, boom. I said, no, I plan on doing a short right here. Boom. And, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, it says 618, so he regained it. Now, of course, candle just needs to close. Just needs to close it. We'll see. All right, guys, well, that's it for me. I do thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed the real thought process when it comes to, hey, we got rain here. When it comes to actual trades, winning and losing, because that's very important. All these people that want to sell you memberships, they don't talk about the losing. They don't talk about the emotional part. They don't talk about the revenge trading or the doubt or anything of that nature. So here, I show you everything. Wins, losses, everything. Rain here says, hello, I was hanging out with you and your buddy Friday. Talk about crypto. Oh, awesome, man. Appreciate that. Saying hi, and I subscribe. Oh, cool. Hey, Batman's here. All right. My bad, Joe. I was driving, but I have to try both account codes when I get home to see if it fixes the issue. I'm telling you right now, that could be the only solution. Think about it. That is the only solution. You have two accounts. You're trying to get into one of them. The code that you're using isn't working for this one and you get locked out. So what does that mean? The code that you're putting in for this account is actually for this account. Makes sense. I guarantee it, 100%. Because the codes, that they're not lagging, they don't do anything like that. And the reason I know that is because, well, the same issue happened to me. It's like, why am I not getting in? And it's like, oh, I forgot. I have multiple accounts. And now, hey, the thing works. Awesome. Subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate you. But now whenever I do the Google Authenticator, Like I'll name it. So it gives you the name already, but I'll put an additional hint for me. Like if it's a personal account, if it's just like a YouTube account, like for trading, you know, whatever account, then I'll do that. So I know which one to go into. Let's see here. As soon as I get home, see if we fix the problem. I'll let you know ASAP because I was lost for a minute because customer service isn't giving any options but time sent and to reach out to the customer service. Let's see here. Battery went dead half an hour ago. Just back. Hey, little kid. Awesome. See, Power Viewer says, do you remember teaching me about the 3x coins on KuCoin? I hated those. Leverage is much better. Yeah, I taught a lot of people about the 3S, 3L coins. They were okay. However, I didn't like it because they do the recalibration. So when you think, because the price moved 12%, and you think, oh man, I made 36%, but in reality, you made 18% or 22%. It's like, how'd that happen? Well, the coin, it recalibrates. So I didn't like that at all. And me, I love leverage. So very good. All right, guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure to put that notification bell on so you know when I'm live. I go live every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every once in a while, we'll do a random stream. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. If I get any issues with my computer or for some reason I'm running late or can't make the show, I'll post it on Twitter. All my links are, of course, in the description below. So definitely check that out. And then if you would like and you want to join the group where we talk about real stuff, we go over real emotions, real thought process when it comes to actually trading. And it's not all this hype that all these other groups do. Come join us. You know, we have a good time. We really do. And a lot of thought process. All right. Ever heard about Pepe Unchained? No. Not yet. Haven't heard about it. But I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, let's make this money. Take care. 3, 2, 1. Now, my favorite song. Here we go. DJ, where's my favorite song at? Okay, you getting it? All right, get it. Go.
Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbits our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hat? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fallback. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.